You may know her as a Tony-winning Broadway actress or from spoofing Melania Trump on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Now, Laura Benanti is hitting the stage in Chicago. She sat down with our Vince Girasoli to speak about her one-woman show at Steppenwolf Theatre called Nobody Cares.
Laura Benanti is an incredibly versatile actress with award-winning credits on stage and in television. In her humorous one-woman show at Steppenwolf Theatre, Nobody Cares, she is self-deprecating, unfiltered, and edgy.
I have been married now for 20 years. Thank you. Just not to the same person.
The show is semi-autobiographical, parts stand-up and parts cabaret.
Perimenopause!
This is the same Benanti who at 18 debuted as Maria in The Sound of Music on Broadway and won a Tony at 28 for her work in Gypsy. She moved on to Hollywood and series television, even playing a superhero of sorts. Her uncanny resemblance to Melania Trump saw her famously spoofing the First Lady on The Stephen Colbert Show.
I want to hear the origin story of the title of the production.
As I started writing it, all I could think was like, nobody cares. I do not know if a middle-aged white lady is the voice that we're clamoring for right now. I realized actually I do have some things to say that I think are of value to young women and mothers and women my age.
When did you realize that in addition to your many talents, you were really a funny person?
My mom is a very funny person. And so she taught me and my sister to sort of see the world through the lens of a sense of humor.
Hey, I'm so sorry to bother you. I think I have a swarm of bees in my uterus.
I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, like many people have, and having a sense of humor is the thing that has gotten me through for sure.
You had an awful lot of success at a young age, the kind of success that people spend a whole career working toward.
Yeah.
What's the bigger lesson for the rest of us?
I think it's luck. You know, I think that certainly I put in the hard work and the effort, and I do think that I'm talented. I do think I'm lucky enough to have been born with talent, but millions of people are born with talent. I sometimes don't think there's a rhyme or reason for why people are allowed to become successful in their chosen craft. You'll hear some of these stories in my show. I think a lot of times the success that I've had has almost been in spite of me. I have gotten in my own way every step of the way.
Yes, she was in The Sound of Music, but this is not a kid's show. Laura Benanti, Nobody Cares, is playing at the Steppenwolf Theatre August 6th through 9. Remember, we've got your ticket. I'm Vince Girasoli, CBS News, Chicago.